Yo, what's up guys, Kaz here from Performance Capital. Today we're going to discuss a little bit more about the Sissy squat, okay? So that's the variation of the squat where we're up on our toes. These squats are an awesome tool for injury prevention, okay? If you've ever had any type of injury around the knee before, you will know how important it is to put lots of emphasis on the VMO. Alright, and this is also a great tool for improving strength over the range of motion, alright? So making sure that we've got really good solid strength base for that full range of motion through the flexion of the knee. So what we want to do when we're performing the Sissy squat is we want to be up on the balls of our feet, okay? So basically by putting our pressure through this point here, we take away the need and the restrictions of ankle mobility, alright? So we drop onto the balls of our feet, and then we're going to perform our squat, okay? So this first version is a regression of the Sissy squat, okay? So this is one of the versions. We're going to drop the hips straight down, okay? So just like so, we get that range of motion happening at the knee, and then standing up again, okay? I really love to use this version, this regression of the Sissy squat, as a tool to help you build balance, okay? Feeling a little bit more comfortable with yourself sitting on the balls of your feet. So basically what we're trying to achieve by using this version of the squat is a really high range of motion through the knee joint, okay, to put more emphasis on the knee extensors, okay, so your quadriceps. So yeah, it can be really difficult to try and keep that type of posture through the body while we perform that movement. You'll notice a high loading happening through the entire anterior part of your body, all right down through those quads as well, and it's just quite difficult to start with. So here are a few regressions that you can start with to help you to work on the movement. Obviously this movement requires that we have elevated heels, alright, while we perform our squat. So to start that movement off, what we can do is just chuck a plate on the ground or any kind of surface that will help you to elevate your heels. So I like to use a nice high 20 kg bumper plate. Alright, this really adds a lot of emphasis to the elevation of my heels. So when I'm squatting down, I get that full range of motion. Alright, I'm in more of a squat pattern now, okay? I'm not getting the high loading happening as much at the quadriceps as it would when I'm leaning back and when I'm performing a Sissy squat. However, it is going to help to teach my body, to familiarize my body with the movement of a full squat, so that when I'm done in that bottom position, I can get used to that position down there and the flexion happening through those joints. Next regression involves a bar setup. Alright, so usually I would use a squat rack of some kind. I like to set the bar about hip height, okay, so bring it up to the height of your hips when you're going to do this movement, just so that when you drop down to the squat position, you're not having to raise the arms up way too high, and when you're starting in the standing position, you're not having to bend over too low. Alright, perfect position is right here. We face the bar, set ourselves up just like onto the balls of our feet, just like we're about to squat, and then perform the squat while holding the bar, okay? Same type of movement. This is just to help us with our balance, okay? Remember what I said before, we're trying to build familiarity with the movement, alright, so we're going to do these little regressions to help with that. Now if you are planning to lean back slightly while you perform this type of exercise, just be wary of how well the bar is locked in. If it's not locked in very well, put some weights on the side, maybe some 10s or some 15s, just to lock it down so it's not going to slide out while you lean back, okay? But if you know where the ridges are, then you can slightly lean back as you perform movement and get that high loading pattern that happens through your quads as you do the lean back movement. Okay, so holding onto the bar, trying to stay nice and stable, letting those knees drift to the ground, and then driving up through. So these are probably my favorite regressions to use. Okay, they're very simple and they're very easy to set up. Even if you don't have a gym setup or availability with equipment, you can use any type of thing like steps or even the wall as your way to elevate your heels. There's always something that you'll be able to call upon to make sure that you use these regressions. One of the reasons that I really like this exercise is because it removes the need for ankle mobility. Alright, if you are someone that struggles and has poor ankle mobility, then this is a really good alternative for squats and as a squat variation as well. You can make this exercise loaded, but obviously there's a few cues that you need to develop and familiarize yourself with first along the way to make sure that you're performing that squat pattern really, really well. So some of the awesome benefits that I really enjoy about this exercise is it can be used as a strong alternative to those days when you can't perform leg presses and you can't perform compound exercises, all right? It has applications that can be used for unilateral movements as well, like your lunges, all right? So really great way to put lots of emphasis on the knee extensors and help build that strength over the full range of motion. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Test it out. If you've got any questions, write it down in the comments below. Cheers.